You know that I'm quite pragmatic about like adopting technologies, and AI for me is just one of the technology we are now talking about. But some of the things we are talking about today are really things which you can do right now, sometimes and most of the times even for free or almost for free. So a lot of those things which you were thinking it's still the future, no, it's actually the present. We can start right now. Daniel was talking about the digital twins. That's one of the things which you can do, and we already use it in business, like in practice. What's meant by that? You can see here Xin Shua, that's the anchor on Chinese TV news. And for example, in Korea, they use the similar digital twin, so you can see the real person and she got a digital twin. When there are some like serious news, of course, it's done by the real person. When there are news at 12, it's done by the artificial one, and maybe you don't even recognize that. That's, for example, one of the things where I will maybe show this video just to showcase this. Maybe if we can put volume a little bit up. Probably not, but I'm speaking Chinese, yeah? I'm speaking fluent Chinese, for example, on this video. So, for example, this particular technology we already use, for example, in learning and development. Maybe you saw some of my videos, training videos, and it was done with this, and you maybe even didn't recognize, which of course provide us the possibility to put the training, for example, in Latin America in Spanish, in Baltics, for example, in Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, etc., etc. Yeah, so this is really happening right now, and of course, there are practical examples from recruitment as well. The AI will be usually hidden under some buttons, but sometimes the buttons are not there already. So, for example, on LinkedIn, there are a lot of things with AI which you can do already in paid and non-paid versions as well. But one thing which is not there natively is, for example, writing comments on the post. Yeah, but if you install the plugin linkedinpowertools.com, you will have the lip-off button in the comment section, and you can create a LinkedIn comment, which would be created based on the post. Something like copying the post from the LinkedIn, putting that into ChatGPT or Gemini, and say, write a comment based on this post, and for example, be kind to the author of the comment. Something like that. But you can go even further. I use a different kind of plugin. It's called tepi.ai, where I actually can copy, for example, 10 of my last comments, which I created as a human being. Really, I copyrighted them. Yeah, I can put it there, and it can clone my style of how I write LinkedIn comments. It can learn how I write LinkedIn comments, and then it works on the same basis, but the comments are not only contextual, like related to the content of the post, but they are also written by my language. So we can copy your appearance, we can copy your voice, but we can copy, for example, your language as well. Yeah, maybe for some people here, it might be dangerous. Maybe it might be dangerous. We will see. Things like crisp.com are things where you can, for example, make webinars, whatever events you have. Maybe you have some online recruitment event, but you have a crappy microphone, you have a crappy room where there is echo, or maybe you are doing that from the airport. With this tool, you can have studio quality voice and audio all the time. Yeah, so as you can see, the AI is providing us the thing that we don't even need expensive equipment. That's the same with, for example, as you will see, with photographers and with cameras, yeah, because AI can do it for us. But again, there is the cloning. Daniel was mentioning my daughters and not putting them on social media. Because, for example, face recognition, it's a thing. It's not generative AI, but it's still AI, machine learning AI. And we normally use it in recruitment. Like, for example, this here, Patrick Boonstra, a friend of mine from Netherlands. And as you can see, I can take his picture, I can put it into a tool which is called pimize.com. It's a website, all of you can open it. Absolutely, you can do it right now. You can take a picture of your person sitting next to you, you can put it there, and I immediately see where on the web the person is presented. So if you have some like maybe GitHub profile of a software developer with nickname, no name there, no first name, last name, just the picture, just do this and you will probably find out who this person is. As I said, it works nicely in a real street environment. This is a friend of mine. I took a picture of him like from a different, let's say, difficult angle. And as you can see, it recognizes his face on the picture and boom, I know who is he. Yeah? So I would say it's a great tool for networking events. Yeah? If you don't know someone, just take the picture. Even from the distance, you don't need to do this. It can be like from 15 meters. It will work anyway. So is AI really a good servant or a bad master? Yeah, as you can see, we can use it both ways, but wait maybe for the twist at the very end. And I did some experiment in the morning here. Maybe you will see. Unfortunately, this is not AI picture. This is really me. Back then, when I was doing some like IT stuff, my background is in software engineering. And I would say like my mission is to change the rigid industries. Currently, it's recruitment, and I do it over the companies Good Call, Recruitment Academy, and DataCruit. We actually got the 10 years anniversary last week. Over that decade, we placed over 11,000 mid and higher candidates. And of course, we are somehow preaching these things I'm talking about here. And let's say, I have 2 daughters, and this is my third baby now, my book, 550 pages on these things I'm talking right now. If you want to take AI and use it for yourself in HR, modern recruitment, HR marketing, this is basically the complete book recommended by people you might know from Microsoft, Tesla, you name it, NVIDIA, etc. All right, so we heard it already today, ChatGPT, Google Gemini. Now, if we compare today and 6 months ago, the selection is there. Yeah, just when we talk about the large language models, you can go for free open Google Gemini. You can for free open copilot.microsoft.com. You can for free open ChatGPT now with the ChatGPT 4.0 version, which all the features, analysis, DALI, etc., which was in the paid version only recently, now you got for free as well. And then you got a lot of open source models. Here, for example, Llama by Facebook, Meta company, Mistral, etc. The results might be, of course, different because these are different models trained or different data. If you want something like aggregator of these, you can open po.com. You can, for example, put there a prompt. Why should I gather information about company culture when doing an intake meeting? And then I will run it. Just by default, it's run by GPT and Claude, as you can see. But if I go further, I can choose, okay, show me how it would look like from Mixtral, for example. And you can compare those results. Maybe the results for that particular task would be better from a different model. Yeah? So there are different kind of open source and proprietary models. You can compare them easily using, for example, this po.com. Yeah? In this case, I'm using Mixtral for the same prompt we did at the beginning. I can then do the comparison, what is better. The difference might be, for example, in language as well. GPT version 3, for example, the Hungarian, Czech, Slovak, etc., the data is really small there, so it cannot speak properly, for example, Hungarian. Yeah? But different GPT version 4, of course, much better, but there might be different models which can do it better. Sometimes, and we are now heading to a phase where we will maybe stop using the word Google it, yeah? Because Google and AI will merge into one tool. Yeah? So before you do, for example, some HR marketing things, maybe you will ask normally in Google, you would probably put there something like recruitment, viral campaigns, examples. Enter. Yeah? When I'm in AI, I will simply ask, can you give me examples of recruitment campaigns which went viral in the past? Why is this, I don't say every time, but why is this sometimes better than using Google? One thing is that it will aggregate, here we get some examples or results, it will aggregate all the data, all quote-unquote data from the internet into one result. In Google, you would need to go like one link, another link, right? Maybe someone wrote article, viral campaigns in recruitment which went viral in the past, yeah, something like that. But you are dependent on just that one article. Here, I have aggregated data And if I'm not satisfied with this, there are maybe 5 results, 5 campaigns, I just say, give me 5 more, give me 5 more, give me 5 more. Sometimes I do this like, when I'm doing something like that, I say this 10 times, for example, yeah, till I get the results I want and till I'm satisfied. So that's one thing, why using AI is better than using search engine. The second thing might be that you can filter in the data. So I can say, are there some examples of the campaigns from IT security? So I'm not interested in general recruitment campaigns, but IT security campaigns. Perfect. So it takes all the data, which I already got, and it will just give me viral campaigns which are related to IT security, yeah, which NSA and some other companies, and it continues. So another perk why use AI instead of Google or Bing, for example. Another reason, this is just the continuation. You can see PwC, Google, Facebook campaigns in IT security. Another reason is that you can adjust the output. Yeah, you can say, give me that in bullet points, give me that in one solid paragraph, give me that as a table, or give me that as a table, which, like an Excel file, which I can download. So you literally got a link, you click on the link, and here you can see the results from the Excel file. So I literally download the Excel file. Plus, I can make changes in the Excel file easily. So I can, for example, say, give me the Excel file, but sort the companies, the campaigns based on the companies and their number of employees. So number 1 is PwC, then is Google, Facebook, NSA, etc. So think you would normally do manually post-processing, you would need to find out how many employees got PwC, how many companies got Google. You skip several steps, you are way more productive. This is why I think we should be way more productive by using AI. These are the practical things which I already got used to in that way that recently I got myself into a trap where I maybe used something like this prompt. Then I went to Google, and in Google I put there, instead of, I forgot how to Google things. So I put there, hey Google, give me viral, and it showed me nothing, 0 results. I was like, why? Like I didn't understand it, because I'm already in the natural language type of prompting, not in the, like how we Google it. So comparing maybe like Boolean search on LinkedIn versus saying, hey, give me accountants in Budapest. Yeah, so this is most probably happening, but as you can see, you can do it right now yourself. As we were talking about how to replicate a style, you can use it with, for example, job descriptions in HR marketing. Imagine you have some maybe unique copy style or copywriting of your job descriptions. Of course, creating a job description with, for example, ChatGPT, nothing special. Create a job description of the role IT security engineer and mention there these skills. As you can see, I got the job description and the skills are there mentioned. Yeah, you can see them in the red. That's not the rocket science. But what's more rocket science is that, this is just one thing here, that you can, for example, quickly create a LinkedIn post using just hard skills. Yeah, imagine just the thing which would be normally to do it by software quite difficult. AI can do it quickly. It can recognize what's hard skill, what is not. But what's more rocket science is this. This is a new feature, let's say quite new feature called GPT, which is a little bit counterintuitive because it's GPT feature in ChatGPT, which is built on large language model GPT. Yeah. But if you open ChatGPT, in the left column, you will see Explore GPTs, and that's the GPT, some kind of plugin, let's say. This is my plugin, which I call JD Satoshi Lab Creator. Satoshi Lab, it's a company, Czech company creating these Bitcoin treasures. And I put here a prompt. Yeah, you can see the prompt here in large. So basically, act like a human resources marketer and create job description for our company Satoshi Labs, blah, 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 blah. Yeah? But the main point here is that in this, you can see there is attachment, and the attachment is Word document. In that Word document, here is the Word document. I took basically something like 10, 20 job description from the company Satoshi Labs, put it into Word document, and that's basically the brain, that's the data for for the AI. So the AI, and I intentionally put here and disabled web browsing, as you can see. Web browsing is disabled, so this AI cannot go to the internet. It can go just to that file, yeah, nowhere else. So then I predefined here 4 conversation starters. One conversation starter is simply create a new job description for the Satoshi Labs based on the included knowledge files. That's the Word document. Ask for any necessary information such as job role name, experience, etc. So basically you created here a chatbot which will be asking you, so okay, we are creating a job description. What's the name of the role? IT security engineer. Thank you. What are some other experience required for the role? Experience level on CISSP certification. Okay, etc., etc. So it will give you 4 to 10 questions, also depending how you answer them. Yeah, if you don't answer them properly, it will follow up on you like, give me more. That's like too little. Yeah, and based on that, we got the final job description which is in the language of all other Satoshi Labs job roles. The nice thing about this is that this GPT, which you create in your GPT, you can easily share with your colleagues. So for example, you can create it, you can share it to your colleagues in your company, and they can just simply use it. Yeah? Anybody else can be using and creating job description, and you will be all creating the job description in the same style. All right, I put there into the GPT also creation of the images. So one of the conversation starters is create a related image to the role at Satoshi Labs, ask me for the information you need for this, etc., etc. So it asked me what type of image I want to create. I said modern, yeah. Give me something like more scenes, specific elements. I said put their security related symbols, yeah, and use color yellow and black colors. And right in ChatGPT by DALL-E engine, I got a visual for that job description, which I can use on the website, maybe on LinkedIn, anywhere else. Still, I'm in ChatGPT, so I can follow up on this. If you don't like it, I can say, for example, I need a ratio 16:9 ratio. Okay, of course, I got a different image, 16:9 ratio. It's a diffusion model. It's same like with large language models. Every time I hit enter, the results will be different. Yeah, same with the pictures. I cannot do the same that the picture looks exactly the same. So sometimes I hit the enter like that 10 times till I got the picture how I want it. Even with the same prompt, because every time I hit enter, I have slightly different results. And slightly different results might be that, for example, as you can see, ChatGPT can work nicely, probably not the best, but when comparing with Midjourney, for example, it can work nicely with text. IT security engineer is there, exactly how it should be, yeah? Which is not standard. That's really tough for AI input text into images. So as you can see here, I also created with one prompt, for example, this Lego box. And this is actually created with ChatGPT. Of course, there are many other things and graphical tools which you can use. So if I would recommend one for this type of work, I would probably say ChatGPT with the DALL-E embedded into it. Yeah? If you are a graphic designer, you would be probably working with Midjourney. Yeah? It has even more possibilities, but for example, it cannot work with the text like here ChatGPT can do. Creating, let's move into politics a little bit. Creating images, it's in ChatGPT, right? So we use it, but usually here I use a system which I call KISS, keep it small and simple. There are, of course, if you got Photoshop, you got all the available AI features for graphics you can have in the world, but you don't want to have Photoshop. Expensive, complicated software. You don't want to learn Photoshop when you want just to erase something from the image. Yeah. So maybe imagine you are doing maybe some, for example, recruitment webinar, and you put some visuals on LinkedIn, yeah, with a date, etc. Or you got some employees' pictures on the website, etc. But now you need to, let's say, delete someone from the picture because maybe she or he wants to be deleted from the picture. Yeah, it happens. For such a task, I would simply open, for example, cleanup.pictures. Let's say free tool, free AI tool, just a website. You upload there the picture. You just select what you want to delete, and it's deleted. Yeah. So AI will calculate what's behind Putin here in this case. Yeah. So as you can see, like this, easy. Yeah. The same, of course, works with the text. Yeah. I usually use it for text. That, for example, there is a date. I want to erase the date. I just delete it. I don't send it to our graphic designer and tell him to like delete it. It's long, expensive. I want to do it right now. I can do it right now. It's easier for me to do it like this. Sending the email to graphic designer, that would be more work than doing this like that. So that's again the productivity. So we were replicating language style, but you can replicate also graphic style. This is one of the major accounting companies in the Czech Republic, and they got these pictures on the website. So someone really illustrated it. Yeah, there is like a real person illustrating these pictures. I downloaded those pictures. I opened Leonardo.ai, which is, by the way, image generation tool, which I would recommend to you as well. If you remember Poe.com, it was aggregator of the language models. Leonardo.ai is an aggregator of the diffusion model. So you can put their prompt, create me something, image of something, but you can choose which engine you want to use for generation of the image. But one of the features is here that I can create my own model. So here I created my own model called UL Cartoon Design. Doesn't matter, just my name. I put there those 20 images from the website, from the accounting company. It created, as you can see, I was creating more political things here in the past. By the way, Leonardo.ai is one of those where you can actually generate real people, yeah? Real singers, actors, politicians. Some of those are also, it's blacklisted, it's banned. For example, in Midjourney, you cannot create Donald Trump, for example. Yeah? So again, some of the engines are more open, etc. The thing is that about the open source engines, which a lot of them from this list is open source, there are no boundaries. You can generate whatever you think of, and you don't want to think of it maybe because it's too bad. So you can generate it here. So I created my own model. So I will choose not any of these, but I choose that my model, and these are the results. So now I'm doing pictures. Some of them are like not correct, as you can see, but that's the diffusion model. It sometimes put us 6 fingers, right? And these type of things. That's the same here. But I would choose the correct ones, which are usable. So this is simply done. For example, here you can see 2D cartoon white and orange Mini Cooper. That was the prompt. UL Cartoon Design is the engine, and this is the result. So as you can see, I would say if you see this car, it's quite comparable with these pictures. So this is how you can, for example, copy even this illustrational style. And finally, one of the things which is, I would say, quite handy, we, for example, at our company also were already always trying like to have unified pictures on LinkedIn. Yeah, these are real pictures. So really photographer, but we got more branches. The photographer needs to go to the branches or something like that. It's difficult. But now, when I go back to my friend Patrick Boonstra, we saw him already with the face recognition things at the beginning. I took these 5 pictures of Patrick Boonstra, put it into, I will show you what, but put it into AI, created AI model of Patrick Boonstra, of his face. And then I just choose styles which I want to basically create images of Patrick. So here, for example, I created Patrick with professional LinkedIn kind of style photos. Yeah? He actually told me that he looks more, now he's more similar to the AI photos than to his real photos, yeah? For some reason. So, yeah. But of course, if you want to do something like more nefarious or something like that, yeah, Patrick got a baby. Non-existing AI baby, yeah, of course, it's possible. So when you look at my LinkedIn profile, for example, that's also AI picture. There's absolutely no reason to use a photographer in today's world. If you want to do this, these pictures were done with the Remini mobile app. I got some checks here, sorry for that. But Remini mobile app, the other tools like Photo.ai also works on the same basis. There is maybe one more which I can say, Artflow.ai If you want more pictures like Patrick, like Superman, Pirate, etc., artflow.ai, some lady last time told me like, I want to be created as Wonder Woman. Artflow.ai, upload there the pictures, you will be Wonder Woman. So this is, as I said, this is not the future. This is now, and as you can see, you can really use it. So, is the AI a good servant or a bad master? I did one experiment here after a long time. Some people here even remember these things. Michael also remember these things. If you open Wi-Fi here in this room, you will see that there is not only the official Wi-Fi, there is also Wi-Fi called recruiTECH CEE, which looks really legit, but it's my Wi-Fi. If you open it, you will see log into Wi-Fi using email. When you do that, LinkedIn will appear, and it will tell you to put there also your password. Of course, I will not be showing this, but there are quite a lot of people here who not only give me the email, judithboros@dana.com, louis.quentin@postnl.nl, martina.veleminir@northprim.com, nicklamprecht@gmail.com, etc., etc. I got emails from the fake Wi-Fi. And some of you, maybe, is here Judith Boros in this room? Just by any chance? No, okay. But her password starts with H and is finished with 6 to LinkedIn. Just saying that you can prove. Yeah. My point is that the AI is the same thing as Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, we use it every day. We just log into it. We use it. We don't think of like if it's dangerous or not. As you can see with AI, I can create a deepfake for LinkedIn. It's serving the good purpose, everything. I can also create a let's say deepfake, we call it deepfake, but artificial photo for a bad purpose. That's the absolutely same thing. Just simply some of the things with AI, some AI skills can be already done by AI better than humans. For example, recognition of handwriting, it's done already better by AI. What it means that, for example, this flip chart, this was from the flip chart. You can take a photo, you can put it into Gemini or ChatGPT, you can say transform this into a suitable table and translate into English, for example, and there is practically not one mistake. If we do a competition that you would be rewriting this to a computer and the AI will be doing that, the AI will be not only faster, but it will be probably also more precise. Of course, how you can use it in recruitment. If you are used to writing handwritten notes from the interview, not a problem, do it. You are at the interview, do the notes. Maybe you use MetaView or Intelligent Recap in Teams for the automatic notes, but if you are used to writing that on paper, do it. Then take a picture. Now I'm not solving like the personal data protection and these type of things, but AI, as you can see on the left side, GPT, on the right side, Google, can simply rewrite it into a digital form. And if you put the prompt correctly, so if you say like, this is interviewing notes, you are a recruiter. As you can see, when I put here, for example, Cisco 5 out of 10. If these are notes from interview, it's clear that it's a proficiency. It's meant the proficiency of the candidate. Yeah, AI can get it as well. Here on the left side, there is evaluator signature on the bottom. So for some reason, it didn't get the good presentation. If I hit enter one more time, as you can see, it actually got it. Good presentation skills noted during the interview. Perfect. All right, this is the last slide.
Yeah,
don't worry.
I don't.
So security, it's important. I wouldn't be afraid by AI because, as you can see, even by Wi-Fi, totally, you wouldn't expect that there is some harm or something like that. It can harm you as well. But of course, check time to time what AI give you. This is probably not one cow, which would be more than 5 meters long, right? We know that there are probably 2 cows behind the pole. And that's it. Thank you very much.